All right, welcome back to another Tech Tip Tuesday. We are going to talk about the rooftop tents today. So I have an Ikamper. I started out with a front runner soft shell tent, got on a great deal. I guess I started out with a truck bed tent that was like $130 or something like that. Great tent. I still have it. I use it, let friends use it if they don't have a tent yet, or between vehicles, whatever, stuff like that. So great tent. Then I went to the front runner one. It was a good tent, but the issue with the front runner one is that you had to go to the side. You had to go to the passenger side, unzip it along the back side, reach all the way along the cab of the truck, go around the driver's side, grab the zipper, pull it back across that way, all the way along the back side, all the way around the other side, pull the cover off, roll it up and kind of stuff it under the rack, go back to the driver's side, undo the two Velcro side pieces and let those down, come back to the passenger side, then you could unfold the tent and get it all set up. So it was a lot of back and forth, and when putting it away, it was a lot of back and forth also. So obviously it worked great. I have no complaints about the tent. It was a great tent. I actually sold it to my buddy Kyle. As far as I understand, he's still using it. But I had a deal come up on an Ikamper Skycamp Mini 2.0. Couldn't pass it up, so I jumped on that one. It's a hard shell tent. I'm going to open it right now, and we'll kind of talk about, one, why I've got to open it in my driveway, and two, kind of some of the features and what I like about it. So let's get it open. One thing I will show you that took me a minute to figure out is there are these different hooks in here. So there are 4 of them that are the same and 2 that are different. These 4 are for your windows. These are for your rain fly on the front door. So at this point, basically, I'm ready to go to sleep, but I'm gonna open up the window. And just like that, you're all set up and ready to go. So there is another window on the other side, on the cab side, but I don't have the room between the cab and the tent because I have it set on a low rack to be able to put the poles in there to arc up and get the window open. So it's not a big deal. I have opened it and just rolled it up, but as far as like the little rain fly chute coming off there, you can't open that unless you kind of rig the poles against the roof rack. So reason that my tent is open now, we went camping this weekend and it rained overnight. Obviously you get up in the morning, you can't just sit there and wait for it to dry out. So you have to pack it away kind of wet. You don't want to leave it wet like that. So open it up in the driveway, let the water out. I'll go ahead and take a towel it off, and then make sure that when I put it away, there's no moisture inside or left outside to where it can't get moldy. So things I love about the tent, how easy it is to set up and take down. Actually, I store in the tent, which I'll show you in a minute when I go inside there, but I store in the tent a full double sleeping bag, so it goes wall to wall, and then top to bottom. I store that as well as an electric blanket. So if I want to go camping for the night, I can literally grab takeout drive-through somewhere and one little battery bank, and I know that I'm going to stay warm and no problem. I've used that electric blanket down to like 45 degrees outside, and it's a little chilly, but it's not bad at all. And just a small battery bank will run it. My small one that I did in my gift idea videos will run it for about 7 hours. Usually what I do is I'll turn it on for about 10 minutes before I go to bed on high, climb in, get under the covers, wait to knock that initial chill off where you're like, okay, I'm warm and toasty, and then I'll turn it off. And then I'm usually good until about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Seems like you got to get up and go to the bathroom that time anyways. So at that point, I kick it on again, get up, go to the bathroom, come back, lay down for a little while, hour or so, whatever, or get up and get coffee. So either way, let's get you off the tripod, take you inside, and show you some of the kind of the cool features of this tent. Like we said, tent is hard shell. The material here is kind of a heavy canvas. So you have your rain fly for your window. Then the window has a mesh, and then on the inside it's actually plastic. So you can leave the mesh in and put the plastic down, or you can leave it all up and then just have a view of the outside with it storming. This piece here is your rain fly. It unzips and unvelcros, so you can actually remove the entire thing. It's got a nice here entryway where you can kind of get down under the rain, get out of the weather. Let's go up in here real quick. All right, so here's kind of what the view looks like when you first open it. So the person I got it from put this carpet, kind of peel and stick carpet panels on the floor. They work really well to help kind of protect your knees when you're climbing in and out, and they work pretty good as a moisture barrier too, so it's under all of it. These are still just the original mattresses, so you have one that's the main one down here, and then this one just kind of slides up. But you can see my sleeping bag, it's kind of bunched up more on this side than on this side. That's because the tent kind of slopes up in the back that side. Alright, sorry, trash man came by. So as you can see, it's got a really cool world map on the back panel there. That's the inside of the hard shell. That's kind of what Ikamper is known for. Like I was talking about previously, plastic inside the windows, window there, another window over here, and there is even a skylight up in here. You can see better when we actually get inside. So this mattress slides back, and then when you actually go to set it up, this one up front slides forward. So I'm not going to do all that right this second. What I am going to do though is I'm going to close that window from the outside, and then when I get inside, I'm going to close this door, and I'm going to show you how dark it actually gets in here. Alright, so the lighting's going to be funky for a minute, but I am 5'11". You can see my head is, I don't know, a couple inches from the top, propped up like I was on a pillow. And flip you around, you can see my feet are nowhere. I have to lift my feet to reach the end. So I would say probably up to 6'5" would probably fit in here pretty easily. And the light that you're seeing, part of it is from the skylight up there, and then the rest of it is from the LEDs behind me. I'm going to turn off the LEDs here, and you can see you completely lost my face. Here's with the skylight. I'm going to reach up and zip that closed. So it is pretty dark in here. Alright, let's get that back opened up here. So here's the skylight, just barely open. And then fully open. You can see it's got a nice big skylight. The only downfall to it is that with the rain fly off, you lose the plastic on the outside. So you better hope it's not going to rain at all. How long does it take to close up? We're going to do that now. One of my major complaints about this is that you have to have the key to put it away. So it stays in a locked position. That's the only way you can get the key out. So you have to unlock it, close it, lock it, and you get the key out. Same thing. Unlock it, close it, lock it, get the key out. It's that easy. I mean, it only takes a few minutes to really get everything put back together. I know that the wedge style tents are faster. I know that they have a lot more leg room, they're bigger, So if you have, a big family, if it's you and kids and a significant other or animals or whatever, then maybe you want a big wedge tent. For me, it's usually only me and one other person if they even go. So this one for me is perfect size. It holds me, another person, my gear, whatever, overnight bag very easily, and it's... So I lost audio in the microphone, but basically sits even with the roof line of the truck, which is what I wanted for my needs. Check it out for yourself. See if it's a great option for you. As always, thanks for watching.